I mean, probably look like Floyd versus Canelo. Yeah. I mean, it's clear and obvious who's Floyd and who's Canelo. The hit and don't get hit guy is me. And the um guy that loads up and try to knock people out tank. So the intellect, we got two different styles.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, what you just heard was the voice of Olympic silver medalist, two-division world champion, undefeated, former super featherweight unified WBC WBO world champion superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson, who is 20 wins, no losses, no draw, 10 wins by way of knockout. He is 25 years of age, 5'8", with a 68-inch arm reach. He's a southpaw, and he's discussing a possible mega showdown with this man, undefeated, three-division world champion, five-time world champion, superstar boxer, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 29 wins, no losses, no draw, 27 big wins by way of knockout. He is 28 years of age, 5'5", with a 67-inch arm reach. So Shakur Stevenson was asked, how would a fight play out? How would it look to the public between him and Gervonta Tank Davis? To which he stated it's going to look a lot like when Floyd Mayweather fought Saul Canelo Alvarez in dominating fashion, and Floyd Mayweather won essentially every single round. So Shakur Stevenson, he likens himself against Gervonta Tank Davis in the same dominating fashion that Floyd Mayweather dominated Canelo Alvarez. Floyd Mayweather won essentially every single round against Canelo Alvarez in dominating fashion. And then Shakur Stevenson, he goes on to state, it's obvious who's Floyd Mayweather and who is Canelo Alvarez. He stated that Gervonta Tank Davis, he loads up on all his punches. Now, in the past, Shakur Stevenson also stated, if you only have power and you're only looking for one punch, and you're trying to beat me, well, then you are in trouble. Gervonta Tank Davis, though, to play, to Gervonta Tank Davis's defense, he's not a one-trick pony. Gervonta Tank Davis is not a fighter who is solely a power puncher. Now, at times, against some opponents that he has faced, he does load up. But Gervonta Tank Davis, he definitely has the ability to box. He has a granite chin, and he has a high ring IQ. He puts his opponents in position where he can be successful, because 9 times out of 10, he's at a size disadvantage, but he has the one punch equalizing power. And so with that said, when you look at his knockouts and how he knocks his opponents out, it's through his ring IQ. He sets it up through his mind, okay? He sets it up through the traps that he sets throughout the fight. And he has that one punch God-given equalizing power. And so when he faces guys like Ryan Garcia, who makes tons and tons of mistakes, throwing 3-4 straight left hooks and missing all of them, and Gervonta Tank Davis, he counters him. You see one left hook, 2 left hooks, 3 left hooks. Here we go. Number 4 coming, and bang. Ryan Garcia gets dropped. When you do things like that against Gervonta Tank Davis and he can calculate what you're trying to do, well, then you are in serious trouble, like Ryan Garcia was in serious trouble, and he ended up getting stopped in the 7th round with a left hook to the liver. Another counter to Ryan Garcia throwing a right hook, then a left hook, missing both, and Tank Davis slipping underneath. When Tank Davis, he fought against Hector Garcia, he made adjustments in that fight. He set a trap, and he eventually got to Hector Garcia. Now, obviously, Shakur Stevenson, he's on another level than Hector Garcia, then Ryan Garcia, then Leo Santa Cruz, 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who's a future surefire Hall of Famer. Gervonta Tank Davis, he set Leo Santa Cruz up, letting him land 2 clean punches, and then countering him when he knew he was going to throw the 3rd one with a beautiful left uppercut, knocking Leo Santa Cruz brutally out. Gervonta Tank Davis has an extremely high ring IQ. Shakur Stevenson has an extremely high ring IQ. Shakur Stevenson has what is considered to be the best defense in boxing today. He has the highest ratio of hit and not getting hit in boxing. He makes his opponents miss in the phone booth. And he, too, like Gervonta Tank Davis, is a southpaw. Shakur Stevenson, though, is bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis. This is a mega fight. And I do favor Shakur Stevenson to be victorious. Now, this is not to say that Gervonta Tank Davis can't be victorious, because this is definitely a 50-50 fight. I just give the edge to Shakur Stevenson because he has the size and the defense to keep Gervonta Tank Davis at bay, to not fall into the traps that Gervonta Tank Davis ultimately sets for his opponents. But when you look at Gervonta Tank Davis, when he fought Isaac Pitbull Cruz, the adjustment that Gervonta Tank Davis made, fighting lateral, fighting on the inside, fighting at mid-range, keeping Isaac Cruz at bay, using his jab, using angles, showed the total package. He even got clipped a few times, and he showed his chin. So Gervonta Tank Davis is 1,000% a complete fighter. The lack for Gervonta Tank Davis is just his size that he overcomes with his ring IQ, not with his power. His power is just a cherry on top to close the show, but it's his ring IQ, make no mistake about it, that puts you in position for his power to be a factor. That is something Shakur Stevenson, I believe, won't allow to happen. But that's why it makes it so interesting, because it's one thing to say Shakur Stevenson won't allow Yoshino, Oscar Valdez, Jamel Herring, and those types of fighters to get to him or get him out of his square. It's another thing to see him actually do it against Gervonta Tank Davis. That's what makes this so intriguing, because you just simply don't know. These are truly 50-50 fights. Now, Shakur Stevenson doesn't have the power that Gervonta Tank Davis possessed. 20 fights, 10 knockouts. But he's very extremely accurate, as you see here, against Yoshino. But again, Yoshino is not Gervonta Tank Davis. Just like Gervonta Tank Davis is not Oscar Valdez, nor is he Jamel Herring. But in the same token, Shakur Stevenson is no Ryan Garcia. He's no Hector Garcia, Leo Santa Cruz, or Mario Barrios. He won't do what you just saw Ryan Garcia do, throwing 3-4 straight left hooks, missing every single one of them, but couldn't help himself but to go to the well one last time before getting cleaned out by Gervonta Tank Davis. So Gervonta Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, as he stated, would be like Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather, that Canelo Alvarez was loading up. That's the difference. Gervonta Tank Davis, he won't be loading up. But I think Shakur Stevenson's ring IQ, his ability to box, his defense, will make Shakur Stevenson the favorite, in my opinion, because he would make Gervonta Tank Davis, who does not have an extremely high work rate, inactive. That's the key. Shakur Stevenson's defense, his boxing ability, would make Gervonta Tank Davis fight a chess match, where Gervonta Tank Davis won't be very active. That's where Shakur Stevenson can be victorious. And in the later rounds, can he get Gervonta Tank Davis to make a mistake? Because another huge key to Gervonta Tank Davis's game is that he always is cool, calm, and collective under any circumstances. So it's extremely hard. He is truly a Rubik's Cube. It's a puzzle that's hard to be solved. And it's going to take another special fighter like Shakur Stevenson to solve that puzzle. But again, it's no easy task. And Gervonta Tank Davis, I believe, still has other tools and other tools that he can use that we have not even seen yet. So this is going to make it extremely interesting, because a lot of times Gervonta Tank Davis, well, he allows his opponents to touch him. So he knows that he can, what distance they're at. And then he slips it. He starts slipping it. He starts making a miss. But before they know it, they're in the phone booth with him. They're in his wheelhouse. And then he capitalizes. And he takes advantage of it. This is going to be an extraordinary fight should it ever get made. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, he has his sights set on, according to his team, undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. But if he can't land the Devin Haney fight, then Shakur Stevenson is next on his list. The problem is Gervonta Tank Davis, he's with Showtime President of Sports Steven Espinosa. He's with the PBC, Premier Boxing Champion Founding Advisor Al Heyman, and he has GTD, Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions. Shakur Stevenson is exclusively with legendary promoter, Top Rank CEO Bob Arum, Top Rank and ESPN. And there's no titles on the line. There's no mandatories. There's no reason to force this fight. Are those two networks going to come together to make a fight with Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Tank Davis? Well, it would be a massive fight for Shakur Stevenson, but what is the reward for Top Rank outside of Shakur Stevenson popularity growing with a victory over Gervonta Tank Davis and a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis? So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But let me know who y'all think gonna win this fight. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. You already know what it is. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.
This is Amanda, the Real Deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.